I want to share with you how you can prepare, apply for a US visa, for a Canadian visa, for a Mexican visa to come to any of these three countries to watch or see the 2026 FIFA World Cup games. Because in 2026, these countries are going to be issuing a lot of visas to football lovers, to soccer lovers from all over the world. And if you are one of those people, maybe you have applied for any of these visas before and you did not get it, this is another opportunity for you to apply and secure this visa. In case you don't know, the USA, Canada, and Mexico are the hosts of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And as such, they have said they will be making visas available for fans, spectators, football lovers from all over the world to come to US, Mexico, and Canada to see the games. And this is not new. A lot of people from all over the world have been going to various FIFA soccer tournaments to support their teams. And even if your country's national team fails to qualify for this tournament, you can still apply for a visa to go and watch other teams, as it has been the tradition from inception. Now, how do you really prepare for this tournament? Before I go into this content proper, in case you are just coming across me on YouTube for the first time, my name is Nosa Comedy, the man with the remedy. Many of my fans from all over the world, they call me Nosa from the source with the source. That is because I bring legit travel updates and other legit updates from all over the world to you undiluted. You don't have to pay me anything. Whenever I drop this update here, they are all 100. So do well to subscribe to this channel if you have not yet done so. And I want to really thank my returning and existing subscribers for your support. Please also give this content a big like so that YouTube can recommend this content to others who might also be interested. Few days ago, or about a day ago, I did a content on this US, Mexico, Canada FIFA World Cup thing, and a lot of people have been reaching out to me. So I decided to drop this update here so that people can prepare. Because, like I've said before now, opportunities are here abroad, even though some of our people have tried in the past before now to monopolize this abroad thing as if they own it. If you have the opportunity to come here, please do. Now, how do you prepare? First of all, take note. This World Cup will be starting on June 11th in 2026 and is going to end on July 19th. Yes. So it's going to be like a space of like 1 month or a month and a week from June 11th to July 19th. So please take note. So between now and then, that is 2026. So between now and then, how do you prepare for this tournament? Even if you are not one of your national team players, at least you are going there as a spectator. The first thing you have to do, and this has to do with the required documents needed to apply for these visas, whether it's that of the Mexico, whether it's that of Canada, whether it's that of the US, do you have a job? If you currently have a job, if you're an employee, please do well to get an employment letter from your job. Because here abroad, it is only we usually back home in Africa that believes that you can have a job without employment letter. But these Oyibo people at the embassy, they believe that if you don't have an employment letter, you don't have a job. So you should start negotiating with your employer to tell him or her that you will need an employment letter to that effect. If you are not an employee, maybe you are a business owner, your business has to be registered. And also here abroad, because don't forget, the people in these various embassies are usually nationalities of these countries. And they tend to attend to issues the way they also understand how it is done in their countries. Now, if you go to the embassy and say you are a business owner, if you don't have a business registration certificate, two things they believe. One, either you are lying about owning a business or your business is illegal, which is the reason why you are afraid to register it, because you know they will not even register an illegal business in your country. So if you already have a business, try to register your business, because your employment letter, your business registration certificates are also ties to your countries. Because if you don't have a job, if you are not a business owner, the next thing they will be thinking, what is this person coming back to after giving him or her this visa? In their mind, in their minds, if they give you this visa, because this visa is like a tourist visa, you are going there as a tourist. You are not allowed to work on these visas. Yes, even though some people have their ways. That is not the reason why I'm here. But I am here to let you know the things, how you can prepare before you apply for that visa. Now, you need employment letters if you are an employee. If you are a business owner, you need the business registration certificate. Now, also, there are many of you that also you are married, but you don't have marriage certificate. Maybe you married traditionally. They know, but they prefer you having a document to that effect. So if you want to go there alone, if you want to go there with your spouse, if you want to go there with your spouse and children, you need a marriage certificate, whether your spouse is going there with you or not. This marriage certificate is also a tie to your home country. If you have kids, you also need your children's birth certificate. They might ask for it if you have children. Because the more proof you have to show that you have families back home you are coming back to, especially a wife or a husband and children, the more chances you stand of getting these visas. Because don't forget, these visas are already made available for this event. So they are giving it to people who are really going to these events. This FIFA 2026 World Cup or 2026 FIFA World Cup event. So if you must have been able to lay your hands on these certificates, marriage certificates, if you have kids, birth certificates, even that of your own, good. Now, it is also important if you have travel history. But for me, I have not traveled anywhere outside the US before I got my US visa. I was asked at the visa interview, have you traveled outside Nigeria before now? I said no, because I have not traveled outside the US before I applied for the US visa for the first time. And they gave it to me. Even though having travel histories is an added advantage, but it is not a must. So if you feel like you have an avenue to visit nearby countries, to go and watch a soccer game, to go and see a soccer game, whether if it's not a soccer game, whether you are going there to just go for vacation or enjoy, good. If you're also going there to see one of those local matches in your nearby country, also good. At least if you show that you have done somewhere before to see a football game, that is also clear. Now, like I said, travel history is not a must, but it is an added advantage. So if you want to also have travel history, you can also indulge, try to travel to one or two countries before you apply for the US visa. It's not a must, but if you can afford it, fine. This is just the preparation. Now, another thing you have to also prepare for, proof of funds. And before I get to proof of funds, let me also say this. There are many of you in your countries. You have properties, you have assets, houses, landed properties, businesses, you own them, but they are not in your name. Now is the time to put those things in your name. Because if eventually, imagine an adult, you are over 30, you are over 40, you say, oh, currently I run a business, but the business is my friend's own. No, that is not your, they may not see that as ties to your country. So if that business is yours, put them in your name now before that time. Because if they are not in your name, automatically to these visa officers, that business is not yours. Don't forget, the documents, whatever name is on that document, they believe that is what it is. So if your name is not on the business documents, automatically to these visa officers, that business is not yours. So now is the time to start. Put that business in your name, get your tax documents right. And one good thing about this whole thing is that you can apply for these 3 visas at the same time. But the time to apply for that visa is not now. We have to wait for all the teams to qualify. The fixtures will be out. And after then, we will now know the matches that are going to be played in each countries and in each of their stadia or stadiums. So that is when you can reserve match day tickets. You can buy match day tickets. You can buy one match day ticket here in the US, buy 1 or 2 match day tickets, make reservation for it in Canada, make reservation for it in Mexico, and you can apply for these 3 countries' visas. But if it's only Yankee you want to apply for, all you have to do is to get like 1 or 2 or 3 match day ticket reservations. Do the same for that of Canada if you also want their visa. If you also want the visa for Mexico, you can do the same. So not until that time, you cannot apply for these visas to attend the 2026 FIFA World Cup. But I'm telling you how you have to prepare. Because a lot of our people like fire brigade approach. When it is getting close, they start running a scatter. Now, if you settle down now, you can get your documents right and apply for this visa by yourself. Now, proof of funds. Now is the time to start, arranging your proof of funds, get your funds right. Because with the current exchange rate of the dollar, the US dollar, the Canadian dollar to many of our local currencies in Africa, if your job or your bank statement shows that you are not getting enough money, you are most likely not going to get that visa. Because don't forget, if you are making little money, they believe that the money you are making is peanuts, so automatically you can decide not to come back after the tournament because of your meager salary. So that is why it is important for you to put your proof of funds right now. Usually, in many cases, they may require 6 months. And in some cases, they don't even look at your bank statements. But you don't want a situation where they ask you and you don't have it to provide. So you have to go with every document necessary. That is why I'm here to let you know that This is how you prepare for this tournament. This is how you prepare to apply and get these visas. And for those of you who are always saying, oh, I don't have anybody to send me invitation letter. You don't need the invitation letter for this 2026 FIFA World Cup. Your invitation letter is that your reservation for a match day game. Let's say Nigeria is playing one country, or Brazil is playing one country, or USA is playing one country, or your national team in your country qualifies and they are playing one country. Make a reservation for that ticket, or better still, you can buy it or make a reservation. That is your invitation to USA or to Canada or to Mexico. Wherever that team you want to come and watch their games are stationed to play their matches in any of these countries, that country's match you want to come and watch, even if that country is not your country, the ticket you have reserved or purchased for that game is your invitation to apply for a visa. It is as simple as that. Just get all these things I have told you, get them together. You are ready to apply for that visa. Because you are not going to get this thing overnight. There are some of the documents I have made mention of you don't even have. Some of you now, you don't even have proof of funds that will show that you have money, but you still have time now to build your POF. Because many of our people want to get travel agent today and they want to apply for visa tomorrow. It does not work like that. Before me, I came to the US, I planned my visa application. I planned my travel and it was successful. I was not in a hurry like, oh, I have to go now. Let me just do it now. No. It took time. And today, what is the result? I'm here in the Yankees. I want you guys to also travel abroad too, which is why I'm doing this content. You understand? You can do it. So this is how you prepare. So as time goes on, I will also come here to carry you guys along. You understand? So I will come here to carry you guys along. I want you guys to get these visas. You understand? So based on. You understand? So now, so it be my people. All right, guys. Thank you for being there. Have a good one, guys.